You heard about that Super Bowl situation between Lil Wayne and Kendrick. How you feel about that?
Kendrick and Lil Wayne. Some people have asserted that Cameron and Mace subliminally suggested, and others, that Sean Carter is the reason Lil Wayne is not performing at the Super Bowl in his hometown of New Orleans. I believe it may be true, but I cannot prove it. Here's where I stand. Kendrick has a right to perform if he's being invited. I cannot fault Kendrick for accepting an invitation of that magnitude. If Jay-Z is responsible for the decision, I will say to Jay-Z, and we've met before many years ago, I would say to Jay-Z, you're wrong. You are wrong. Lil Wayne is an aging artist, and he's one of the greatest of modern time. Is he a Negropean? Yes. Does he engage in coonish behavior? Absolutely. Have I ever seen him take up and speak up for black people? Never. Politically, he's an ingrate. But if I'm sticking strictly to hip hop, he has a right to perform at that Super Bowl. Sean Carter should see to it. Kendrick Lamar is not wrong for accepting the invitation. And this is what I would say to Kendrick. I would challenge Kendrick to bring Lil Wayne out. That's how you kill two birds with one stone. My brother Kendrick Lamar, if you're listening to me, bring Lil Wayne out, brother. Do your thing and then bring Lil Wayne out. I don't care if it's for one song or two. I don't care if y'all need to make a song together and perform it. The best thing that could happen at that Super Bowl, which I don't support because the NFL don't give a damn about black people and Colin Kaepernick is still not reinstated in the NFL. But the best thing that could happen for hip hop justice at the Super Bowl is for Kendrick Lamar to bring out Lil Wayne. I think that satisfies everyone around the round table. And if Jay-Z is responsible for this, Jay-Z is wrong. Unless Lil Wayne is guilty of doing something against Sean Carter behind his back. Now, if that is the case, Sean Carter is justified. Because from what I understand, he has done some good things to help Lil Wayne out in his private life. He helped him get his master's, allegedly. He helped him clear out some debt, allegedly. Sean Carter has helped Lil Wayne. But that still does not absolve him of responsibility for denying him the opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl in front of his hometown. That still doesn't let him off the hook unless Lil Wayne did something to slight Jay-Z, in which case I could potentially understand what he did. But the thing is, Art, and this goes to us as black men in general, we have to make decisions based on what's best for our people. We can't make decisions based on what's best for our ego. Not saying Sean Carter did this, but if he did, hypothetically, if Jay-Z made this call, Art, my question to Jay-Z would be, why didn't you consider the black community of New Orleans? Why didn't you consider the brothers and sisters who are down there? I mean, first of all, Art, what do we know about the NFL? They don't advertise with black people. They don't guarantee black participation in the NFL revenue. So black people in New Orleans are not going to get none of the marketing money. Black people in New Orleans are not going to get any of the vendor money. All of the NFL traffic is going to be pushed to the white stores. You know this. You know, wherever the Super Bowl is, they cut black people out. So my thing to Jay-Z is, after all our brothers and sisters in New Orleans have been through since Hurricane Katrina, were you thinking about them and their pride and their integrity when you decided to slight Lil Wayne? One of the things I try to do, Art, even when I'm dealing with my haters, bruh, I encourage you to do this, is you got to look beyond the hater and look at all the people the hater represents. And you got to say, even though this one man might be against me, his whole community is not. For example, I got haters inside the Moorish Science Temples of America, right? But most of the Moorish Science Temples of America members, they cool with Dr. Umar. We all right. So I'm not going to say none of y'all could come into my school because those two over there are diehard haters. I got haters in the Nation of Islam, but most people in the Nation of Islam are cool with Dr. Umar. But I'm not going to say y'all can't come inside my school because him and him are diehard haters of mine. I got haters in the Guys and Earths. I got haters in the Nawab. Every community in Black consciousness has a few anti-Dr. Umar people. But I can't slight a whole community, Art, because of the actions of a few. And if Jay-Z is responsible for this, and I don't know if he is, I don't see how he couldn't at least be partially responsible, because somebody said the hosting city and the NFL commissioner has the final say. That might be true, but Jay-Z has a contract with the NFL that involves Super Bowl entertainment. So nobody's going to convince me that Sean Carter could not have forced his will if he really wanted to. Lil Wayne should have been the performer because Kendrick Lamar, as great as he is, Art, he is still a young artist. He got many more Super Bowls. Kendrick Lamar has many more Super Bowls in front of him. This should have been Lil Wayne's year. And I'm just going to hope and pray that Kendrick Lamar is humble enough and visionary enough to invite Lil Wayne out to perform. Do you know what that would do for Kendrick Lamar? Imagine what that would do. He's already at the top, but that would make Kendrick Lamar damn near immortal if he was humble enough to share his stage with Lil Wayne when he didn't have to. I hope he do. I hope he see this interview, and I hope he brings out Lil Wayne.